What's up, guys? Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome, nomadic woodsman. So I've been building a pen to catch some more snowshoe hare. So I brought some more bait. I set it up 2 days ago, put a bunch of bait. I didn't close the fencing around it quite a lot, but we're gonna finish that up today. And we got some nice fresh snow. So that means we'll be able to see the fresh snowshoe hare activity. Let's go have a look. Fresh tracks going in over here. That's where I got all my bait. See the tracks here. Snowshoe hare. Really well defined track there. Really nice defined track going right into where I want to do my pen. Holy, I had put a snare here. And see, he went in there a few times, never got caught, so we'll fix that. And then he's going around there. Awesome. Look, he even see he had a little pea there, right in front of the snare. He went around here. Yeah, a couple spots where he's entering, so we're gonna fill this up and add some snares. Fix this right away. That's what I got so far for bait. Just gonna add some more. You can see he kind of started to nibble on some of the aspen there. Right kind of in the center there. Overall, didn't eat much yet. Add some fresh birch twigs. I need a lot more evergreen boughs. I'm going to pick up some of these spruce trees. Alright, so my bait's all back here. So I cut my trees in some shorter lengths. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to plant them just like that all around. And then put a few snares. It's a lot more work than just putting stationary random snares and passes like I did in the past videos. I do have a few of those snares that I set up, so tomorrow we're gonna see if we got any luck with this and the other snares. So yeah, I'm trying to make a lift pole snare as well, but it's a lot of, it's very finicky to set it up. Kind of want to make a little door here through the pen. Put a snare right here. Trying to old Paul Provencher method. I'm gonna do a little X with some dry branches underneath. Hopefully he jumps, kind of thing. So I kind of like the way this one's set up. See the tracks from last night? It's going around. It's going right there. And I've got the little snare here. So I got it set on the X of the two branches. So that's extremely solid. If you pull down, both are anchored. Whereas if you put it on just one, it wants to pull on one side. Then this way it makes it really solid in the center of the X. And see, his tracks are right here. So I'm going to try to set it up as much in the center as possible of the existing tracks. So that naturally, if he comes back in that same trail, we'll have a very good chance of a catch. There, that's pretty good. Got it about fist height. It's good. I'm gonna do a little set just like that underneath. Perfect. That looks good. Alright, so the pen's pretty much finished. It's about 8 feet by 8 feet. I've got one snare set there. One. I've got two. I've got three. I've got four. Four over here. Then I've got 5 right on the other side over there. Right over here. So I think we'll leave it at that for today. I've got 5 here. And then I got, how many do I have? I got 1, 2, plus 8, and so 5 plus 8. So I got like 13 snares, so 5 in the pen, and then 8 more elsewhere. So anyways, we'll see what happens. Just gonna go around and add maybe a few boughs just to kind of close off the other areas, and then we'll see what happens. We'll hope for the best. So I didn't figure out the lift pole. Well, I could have, but it was very finicky, and the branch that I took had like too much tension. So I think that'll be for another video. Do some lift pole snares. But there's a few different methods to do that. I know it works good with cordage. I'm not sure about brass wire. We'll have to try it out. Right, I got more evergreen boughs. I just throw them inside, and then I'll just hop in there myself. Just gonna add a few all around just to make sure the rabbits are not able to get through. I mean, if they create their own door anyways, what I'll do is the next day I'll put a snare there, but we'll see. Alright, so like I said, we got 1 snare there, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if the rabbits create their own door on another side or somewhere else, then I can just add a snare there. So we'll see how this pans out. Be interesting to see anyways what happens and if they're coming and what's going on. Just before I leave, I'm gonna throw some more bait. Just spotted some nice little aspens. Actually, this is a balsam poplar, not as good, but still something they'll eat. Grabbing the branches. I'm gonna try to do a little bundle as well. Stick it in the center. Get the tops all facing up. Perfect. Just throw the rest in there. Good. Should have enough to eat for one night. Awesome. Alright guys, let's come back tomorrow, check it out. Alright, just checking a few different sets. Nothing there. Went on the other side. Oh, we got a nice one here. Perfect. Beauty. The snowshoe hare. See how nice this trail was? You can see this was caught with the stainless wire. Worked super good. Got another single one to check before we check the pen. Empty. Alright, let's go check the pen. Alright, this is the pen. We got an empty one on this side. Another empty one there. Then here, empty as well. Oh, we caught something on the other side. Nice. So we caught one right there. Perfect. So that makes 2 for today. Then we got another empty one there. Awesome. Perfect. Well, at least we got one. Let's go check him out from a little bit closer. Very nice catch. Sweet. Looks like he even came in from the other side. It left a free open door on this side. So it looks like he came in from there. Ate some of the twigs and stuff, and then you can even see there he was eating lots, and then he tried to come out this side and we got him. There you go. Pen works good. There's a nice little entry with the diagonal stick there. I'm not going to replace any of the snares today. Don't have much time, but I'll leave it as is, and then we'll let the rabbits feed a bit, use the doors that are open, and then we'll eventually add some snares. Alright guys, so yesterday we caught 2 out of a total of 14 snares, and we had 1 in the pen and 1 in the random snares. So I had 5 snares at the pen, and the rest were elsewhere on trails. So I took out the 2 yesterday that we caught. So we only have 12 to check today. Checked 1 here. We got a nice snowshoe hare. So that's the first one today, and we had 2 yesterday. So I'll show you kind of the spot here. It's really dense spruces, small spruce, really dense. And there was a nice trail, so I put a snare, we got one. So that's the spot right here. This is the trail. It goes in there. And you can kind of see the trail comes from that side. Really dense spruce. Even hard to walk in here. So what I did for this setup, I did not have a good this tree I added, so I planted diagonal right into the ground there, and tied my my snare on it. And success, we got a nice snowshoe hare. Checking the sets with my son, so don't worry about the background noise. Hi. Hi. He's looking for gruffaloes. Hey, Patricia. I was reading in the book Bushcraft by Morris Kohansky, the section on snowshoe hare. It's a great section on the hares and on trapping and snaring them. And he actually mentions in there that if the population of snowshoe hares is low, you might need up to 30 snares to catch one rabbit a day. I'm catching just about that with 15 snares. So my population is not too bad. But it's really cool that he actually put a number on there. You can see he had quite a bit of experience and did it quite a bit to know how many snares you would need to average a certain number of catches. In a higher population, he didn't really mention how many you would catch, but probably catch a lot more. Pen's right over here. Let's go have a look. Looks like we got nothing today in the pen. Not that much eating or fresh activity that I can see. I still gotta add a couple snares. Kind of like need to add one on this side here. This is an open door with no snare right now, and that's an open door as well with no snares. But I got 3, actually I got 4 on this side, and they're all empty. So it doesn't look like there's any other hares that came. I mean, I did catch the one yesterday that was mainly coming here. So, oh, there's actually a snare here that I dropped. So I'm gonna set one in one of the doors. This is the spot here that I caught the one yesterday. So it's a good little trail for sure. I did not replace it yesterday just because I was kind of in a hurry. But we'll take the time to just put one here. Then I don't know how long I'm going to keep this active. We'll monitor it and see what happens for the next few days anyways. The nighttime temperatures right now are averaging around minus 16 Celsius. So that's pretty good. Like, I feel like the colder it is, the more they're active and the more they run around. If it's like around 0, I don't feel like they come as much. And then the actual trails that they decide there, that's good. The actual trails that they take varies as well from day to day. It's about finger height. Perfect. Okay, so I got one last snare to check over there just across the trail. Then we're gonna go back home and then come back tomorrow. It's good, like the kid's following, so that's good. Could put a snare down there. That would be a good spot, right on that old tree. But that's going right towards the pen, so we'll let him come to us. This forest is really dense, beautiful, dense evergreens. It's really nice. But there was a little bit of activity, but the snare is empty though. See, nothing. See, there's lots of tracks. There's another nice fresh trail over here. Definitely came around that one. And then you can definitely see it's snowshoe hare because see the length? That hop is like, there's that hop over here. See, there's pretty much my mitten length. And then this hop, a mitten, it's like a mitten and a half. Boulder trail. Comes in here. Goes around. I mean, I could put a lot more snares around here for sure. See, there's this trail goes this way, this way, this way, this way. See, that would be a really good spot there, or even right. See how it kind of funnels right there underneath that branch. Really nice spot. But yeah, winter is a really cool season for that because it's just an open book, for tracking. It's awesome. You just gotta walk around and read the book and look at the tracks. Well, yeah, so far I caught 6 this winter, so pretty happy with that. Well, there you have it. We have 3 nice snowshoe hares. So the ones from yesterday I just left in the fridge. So I caught 2 yesterday, 1 today. Just getting ready to skin them out. But just before I do that, I thought I wanted to show these guys a little bit to you and do a quick chat. So right now they're white because we're January, but in the winter their fur turns white. But in the summer it's actually brown. And the best time to hunt them, when they're easier to spot, is in the fall when their fur becomes, it's usually around like October or November. So their fur becomes white, but there's no snow yet. So they're really easy to spot like in the undergrowth. But right now, like in the winter, they're really hard to spot. And if you're looking or hunting for them in the winter, the thing that you'll spot when they're hiding under shrubs is their black eye. Like their black eye will stand out. But when they're not moving at all, like they're really hard to spot. It's kind of an art in itself to spot them. And then I just wanted to quickly show. So when they're standing or when they're hopping around, see, it's about the height of a hand. So that's why you want your snares, the front legs, that's why you want your snares about 4 fingers high. I used to hunt them quite a bit with my dad growing up, and yeah, awesome little creatures, beautiful. They're really cute and really nice, but they taste really good too, so they make for good eating. Just want to quickly show you guys this book here, Bushcraft by Morris Gohansky, and at the back, the last chapter talks about snowshoe hares. It's actually really a lot of detail in here. Morris was really knowledgeable, and he says in the boreal forest, snowshoe hares eat twigs and transfer that into meat, because they're one of the most predated, or one of the most prey they're prey for a lot of predators. But anyways, there's a really nice diagram about the knot that you can do for the lift pole snare, and it's actually in this old book that I have that's in French as well, from Paul Provencher, and we'll see if I can find it, but it's the exact same knot. It's right here, but he's using a spring pole instead of a pole that's just like a weight transfer, but it's the exact same knot. And so I'd be interested in trying that eventually. And actually in this book, the Paul Provencher book, let me just find the page and I'll show you. It's called Le Guide du Trappeur. Oh, there it is. So I taught, this is the chapter here on the snowshoe hare, le lièvre in French. And so you can see just this diagram here shows you the normal snare that you put like just on a trail. But he also talks about the actual pen, and this is what we actually did in this video, was kind of concentrate more on the pen. And in the diagram he's got some lift poles. The lift poles were used a lot more before with cordage, so that the hare, by lifting it off the ground, the idea is that it cannot cut the snare with it can't cut the snare with its teeth. So you'd have to lift it off the ground, but now with the brass wire, it can't cut it with the teeth, so you don't need the lift pole snare with the brass wire. But it's really interesting. And here, it's still like really interesting documentation. And this book, the Paul Provencher one, was written in, let's see right here. So this book was written in, can you see it there? 1969. 1973 was published. It's a really old book. A lot of old techniques in here. And I do believe that back in those days there was a lot more game. But let's see here. So he says in here, there's an interesting story. It says, his brother and me have built in our young years a rabbit pen, so an enclos in French, of 150 feet, so 45 meters long and 30 meters wide, with spruce branches like we used and balsam fir, and it was 3 feet high. And it says they left about a dozen openings, so I only left like 6, but they had a dozen, and theirs was way bigger, so 45 meters by 30 meters. And the center bait was branches of fine birch and tremble, white birch, and tremble is it's aspen, so it's poplar, aspen. And it says here, in 3 weeks we've caught 27 snowshoe hares. So 27 in 3 weeks. But I think like in Quebec, they were in Quebec, and in Quebec there's quite a big population of snowshoe hare. Plus in those years, I mean, this was written, he was adult, so we're probably talking like 20 years before that. Like 69, so that bring you in the 50s, maybe even the 40s, 1940s. So yeah, anyways, 2 really cool books you guys can check out. So awesome.